Hey, what's up, Capstone family? This is Ed Drummond coming from you. It is Friday, the 7th of August. It is hot outside, and I just wanted to give you a quick shout before the weekend, let you know how things are looking, and also just kind of get real with you here this time. Talk a little bit about our team, let you know what we're seeing, what's changed, what's happening, all things that may affect you. Capstone, I got to be straight. Like, we have never been as strong as a team as we are right now. This team is amazing. We've had some crazy adversity that we've had to deal with this week. One of which was our own office AC went out yesterday. So if you had called in yesterday or even got an email back from somebody, I wish I could have taken pictures with the team just smiling and whatnot, but let me tell you, as it got a little warm in here in the afternoon, they were still shooting emails back, and although they had the option of leaving, they decided not to. And I think that speaks volumes for this team right now. The owner of Capstone, the original, I feel like this is a team that I can just be so proud of, and I'm just stoked to be aligned with such amazing individuals. There is so much that goes on behind the scenes to manage each and every property, and it's amazing to see them follow through and to just stick to Capstone's core values to ensure that we're getting the best possible outcomes for all parties and just keeping it real and following through with integrity. And I love being here. I love being here every day. It's why I come every day. I appreciate you taking time to listen to that one. Hey, also, right now things are up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen moving forward with this year with COVID and with the economy and all of these different variables. What we can control right now is our space, your property, and just trudging on and just making sure that we can be as proactive as possible when things come up, and make sure that we can cut those things off at the pass and pivot like we have in the past, right? You all know Evan well. She was technically employee number 2 after me, employee number 1. But now we have so many awesome people behind the scenes that help, that if you do have questions as to who can be your assistants, feel free to shout, and I'll do my best to put you in touch with the right person. Getting back now to the state of where we're at in the market, we're encroaching in some interesting space. The government, essentially subsidize their rent through basically paying them that extra $600 a week for a little bit, which help people probably through August. September is going to be an interesting month. And right now, the big question is whether or not the government is going to step up and help by paying basically like offering another eviction moratorium and extending that, or whether it makes more sense to start taking the resources and put that back in your pockets when the tenant doesn't pay, right? Which makes a ton more sense to me. So again, this is an interesting topic right now. It's an interesting thing that's happening, on Capitol Hill, and something to be paying attention to, because if the lawmakers decide to choose to put that money back into your pockets, which is you're directly impacted by the tenant not paying, I feel overall it helps significantly more than tacking on a bunch of additional debt to a tenant that may or may not be able to pay in the future, as well as penalizing you because ultimately you're not getting rents. So we'll see what happens. Right now there's still, almost all of our renters are paying. They're either set up with a plan or they're paying on time, which is great. It's very few that do not pay. So that we're blessed, and thank goodness for your properties being great and the team being as good as they are as well. Let's see. The next thing I wanted to bring up, well, you know what? I think there's not much more to say this week. I think I kind of let this one go a long time, 5 minutes, but I appreciate you taking time to watch. Right now, lots of changes in the market. It is still an amazing time to sell. However, we are seeing picky buyers. Back like in 2006, when the market was on this meteoric rise and started to fall, what we saw first were we started seeing buyers that were getting more apprehensive and just like over it, that they couldn't find the properties that they were looking for. I think as builders are continuing to build, I actually went out to some new builds last weekend, and they're selling them faster than they ever expected. In particular, one up in Stone Creek, D.R. Horton, they're scheduled to be on the market for the next 4 years, and they're into year 1 and they're almost sold out. So it's pretty amazing how fast things are selling right now. People still need a place to live. Interest rates are amazingly low. Finally got my refinance done this week, or at least the numbers locked and everything moving forward. And you want to talk about that, I totally will, but the savings are just amazing on our primaries. So again, thanks for watching. I totally appreciate you. I totally appreciate you entrusting our team with your properties, and definitely look forward to riding through this thing with you and coming out on top winners. Thank you.